Hello, my dear Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I look like you today. Oh, uh, joking. Welcome to your weekly forecast. This is for Leo's Sun, Moon, and Rising again from the 12th of April to the 18th of April. Man, I made a mistake with all the signs before with Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. I jumped one day. I did until the 17th, thinking the 17th was Saturday. But anyway, that's not about them now. It's about you. And with you, I have it correct. Is until the 18th, and 18 is Saturday. Okay. My name is Raissa Lima. I'm an astrologer, very confused astrologer, as you can see. Using Western tropical astrology and the whole house sign system. So my recommendation is that you watch first your rising sign and then your sun and your moon. Why? Because when I put the chart, I will pull the chart at 0 degrees in Leo. So it will be in your rising, your ascendant, and then the houses will make sense according to your birth chart. Let me start by sharing my window. I need to correct some things here. Okay, yeah, I need to correct a lot of things. No problemo, no problemo. I'll do that while you're watching me because I didn't pull the chart at your. Oh man, I'm a mess today. I have a very strong allergy. God knows to what. As you can hear my voice, my nose is completely blocked. I had to take an antihistaminic, and I don't know what the hell happened. My face start itching. I had a rum and coke. Maybe it was that. I don't know. I'm still in Cancer. Let me do one thing. Is I'm gonna pull your chart to 0 degrees Leo, and okay, we can close, and let's put that on the 12 guest chart as we start your weekly forecast. Anyway, my apologies for all of that, for my nose, for my voice, for the mess. But let's dive in, Leo. Love you guys. I really do. I'm a Sagittarian. We get along so well. My brother. Oh, I have to pause a second. Wait, wait, wait. I'm getting so good. My son was calling me at the same time, and I'm using the camera from my phone, so I had to answer him, and I came back, and now I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Well, I need to share my screen. Yeah, I know. That was it. Ta-da! Good. Are you ready? I am ready. Okay, let's start. 12th of April 2026. That's Sunday. We start with the moon in Aquarius. So throughout this week, the moon will shift from Aquarius to Pisces, Pisces to Aries, and lastly, on the last day, from Aries to Taurus. We're going to talk a lot about the moon, but we're also going to talk about the other planets. What we have very important this week first is Mercury leaving Pisces and moving to Aries. And we have this beautiful aspect as well between Venus, this connection between Venus and Jupiter. And this is very, very harmonic. It's beautiful. It's good luck, good fortune, love, romance, beauty, all of that. This is going on. Take advantage of this aspect that's going to be on the whole week. And yeah, and the new moon. We have a new moon in Aries on the 17th, on the 17th, on Friday. So, okay, as we start the week, the moon in Aquarius the moon is still very mentally detached. Yeah, in Aquarius, as you can see here, 16 degrees at noon in your seventh house. I'm talking from Dubai. This is where I live. This is where I record the videos. So we are UTC +4. So whatever time I give you, just make the calculation according to where you live. If you are in Brazil, for example, it's 7 hours behind. If you're in Japan, you're 5 hours ahead, and so on and so forth. But I'm using Dubai time. make it easier for me because it's too much for my body anyway. Um, so the first thing is that in the morning and throughout the day, and it will easen up in the evening, but you might feel in the morning, you're gonna feel stronger at noon, and you might feel still during the day. There is a inconjunction or a quincunx between the moon and Jupiter. That's not big, but it's still an aspect. Yeah, it's when the planets and the signs and the houses, they are not really aligned, they're not talking to each other, they don't speak the same language. So it's there is a mismatch between your emotional between what you feel and what you expect. Let's put this way. You might overestimate what you can handle emotionally or socially. And because the moon is in your seventh house, it could be related to relationship. And Jupiter is in your 12th house, so it's hidden feelings, it's behind the scenes. And at the same time, the moon is making a square to Venus as well. It's also not a very positive aspect between the moon and Venus, you can see here. And there is a little tension in relationships. It's not dramatic, but it's uncomfortable. You might feel off, misunderstood, or not fully appreciated. Venus is in your 10th house, so it could be related to your career, your achievement in the world, your recognition, your public life, your guides, or yeah, or vocation could be related to your profession, to your work. Relation square with the seventh house, relationship, partnership, um, allies, and enemies as well. So yeah, you might feel a bit misunderstood. But despite this tension, Venus is making a nice alignment to Jupiter. As I said, this energy is a sextile and it's going on through the week. So there is a tension with your emotions, but there is an underlying opportunity for ease. So some with connection and sweetness as well. Yeah, I would say in in general, this day on Sunday, choose softness over reaction, and things will flow beautifully. Okay, as we move to Tuesday, to Monday. Raisa, what's wrong with you? To Monday, I'm jumping days. That's why I got it everything wrong for the other sign. Reading my thing, but even on my paper, I wrote it wrong. I wrote the dates completely wrong. Uh, we start the day with the moon in the in the tail end of Aquarius. So he's in the very edge of Aquarius. She is in the very edge, the moon, and it's what we call an erratic degree, and that's when emotional climax or this last minute realization. I feel that something clicks the very last minute. But what's interesting is that in this very last minute, it's going to be strong at noon here in Dubai, but it's a little bit the whole day, all day long. Um, well, from the morning until early afternoon. The moon is squaring Uranus uh, in your 10th house. So that brings some unpredictable energy. So there is some sudden mood shifts or unexpected news or people acting out of character as well. I would say for this day, for Monday, keeps your plan flexible and because your emotions may be electric. That can bring some surprises in your work, in your career, or your partner, or from some authority as well. Something unexpected. Can be positive, can be negative. I don't know. And as the moon will shift to Pisces throughout the day, um, the sharp edges from the moon in Aquarius will dissolve. Okay, so the moon in Pisces very intuitive, is more sensitive, a lot more. It's when the sensitivity rises. Actually, it's more introspective as well. It's more compassionate, and it's really good for intuition. And it's also slower. It's a lot slower. So when she moves to Pisces, she will conjunct with those two guys, which are in conjunction. So we have Mars and Neptune in conjunction, and the moon's gonna join them. And it's very subtle, but can be also fascinating because Mars wants you to act. Yeah, it's the planet of action and aggression as well. And Neptune is illusion and dissolution and dissolves things. Um, and with the moon here, your emotions are attuned as well. So that could bring into push to act from Mars, but with a fog or a confusion or idealism from Neptune. And you want to do things, but you're just not 100% what or why. And this is in your ninth house. It could be related to your beliefs. It could be related to learning something new. It could be related to travel as well. So it's a feeling like I want to book the trip. I want to go. I have to do it. And but Neptune is kind of, yeah, well, what about what about you don't go to Bali, but what about you go to Hawaii instead? So this is a bit like, can I do, can I not? Am I going? Am I, I feel like I want to. Mars pushing you to go, but yeah, or Neptune just saying like, nope, you're not going anywhere. You're staying here. Wake up. Um, Anyway, so this is a little bit of the energy for Monday. Let's move to Tuesday, 14. The moon's still in Pisces, so it continues to blur the edges of reality. But today, instead of confusing, is more like flowing and nice. And what aspects we have is that the moon will sextile Ceres in your 10th house, and that's in the morning, and in the evening is gonna trine. Now is trining Jupiter. So the moon before was in conjuncting when she was in Aquarius, but now she moved to Pisces, so she's making a nice alignment to Jupiter. With Ceres, it can be very nurturing. It can it's supportive, it's taking care of the self, but also of others, because Pisces can be very compassionate. So it, yeah, it might just have this feeling that of helping others. Eighth house could be psychology, therapy, and all of that. So for those who work in that, I think this compassionate feeling of helping others might be stronger on that day. And with Jupiter, there is an expansion as well when it comes to Jupiter's in your 12th house. So you have the 8th and 12th house very connected and how can I say, activated. And they are both about the subconscious. So it's psychology, is the inner self, and it could be related to past lives. If you are someone that channel things or that is very intuitive, you're gonna feel on this day more than before. Pay attention to your dreams, especially uh, on this during this phase of the moon, while the moon is on your 8th house, I would say. So with Jupiter here, it comes an expansion, as I say. So there is emotional relief and optimism as well. It can be even a little lucky, but it's in your 12th house, so it's everything is behind the scenes. But conversation definitely flow better. That moods like the moods lift, and then the things feel a lot lighter on this day. So yeah, I think things starts making sense again, at least emotionally. Just again, it's very internal. It can be very deep. The 8th house is the house of transformation, of death, death and rebirth as well. It's a very it's the house of sexuality too. So there is deep interaction here with others. Yeah, it's growth and change as well. Um, as we move to the 15 Wednesday. Now the moon is still in the Aries, and then it will shift later in the evening here for us around 8 p.m. to Aries. So it's in Pisces, sorry, and it's shifting to Aries. And on this day, what we have is Mercury here entering Aries. So Mercury is leaving Pisces. Mercury in Pisces was like when the conversations are confusing or not very clear. But now in Aries, the communication becomes very bold and fast and direct as well. So be mindful because usually with Mercury in Aries, people tend to speak the truth, but without thinking. Is when the words just come out of your mouth. Um, and when the moon enter Aries in the evening, is gonna be straight on top of Mercury. Is gonna conjunct with Mercury. So that's when emotions and the words are colliding actually, so reactions are immediate. Yeah, it's honest and intense. So on this day or in this evening, if you are in Dubai, I would say conversations can spark breakthrough or ignite arguments in seconds. And because the Mars is here next to all these planets, but it's sextiling Juno on your seventh house, I would say that bring Mars and yeah, sextiling Juno and Pluto as well in your seventh house. So there is so beneath the impulsiveness, there is a drive towards partnerships, yeah, commitment, alignment. So maybe there might be a conversation that's important with your partner, with your significant other, but it it could be it could, as I said, it's either gonna lead to a breakthrough or it could be negative as well in a way that you say things that you don't mean or you don't want to, or you end up hurting with your words for being so bold and speaking the truth and all of that. I would suggest on this day, on Wednesday, if you need to have a conversation or if someone calls your boyfriend or let's have a conversation, say, can we wait until tomorrow or let's do another day and wait for this energy to fade away. That's my advice. I wouldn't suggest to have any important conversation on this day. And then 16, what we have on 16 on Thursday. Now the moon is in Aries and it's gonna square Jupiter. Okay, it's gonna conjunct Saturn in the morning, then it's gonna square Jupiter. Then we have Mars here, sextiling those guys again, still, yeah. Pluto and Juno. Then we have Mercury and Neptune also in conjunction. So there is a lot going on Thursday, a lot. So the moon, let's talk first about the moon sextile conjuncting Saturn, Saturn, which is the ruler of your sixth house. Yeah. So um, that could mean emotional breaks. You may feel restricted, serious, or confronted here. There is restriction. Yeah. Um, might set some boundaries. There is a sense of responsibility, um, or you need to structure something. It could be related to your routine, to your daily work, to your employees, anything like that. Yeah, there is an emotional weight showing up regarding responsibility or then the moon will square Jupiter. And the moon squaring Jupiter goes from restriction to expansion, to excess, overreacting, exaggeration, doing too much, saying or feeling too much. And Jupiter is ruling your fifth house, which is your pleasure, your creativity, your so yeah, romance, sexuality as well. Or your children could be related to your children. Also, Jupiter here and here, yeah, Jupiter. It could be your children. It could be, yeah, over promising or feeling too much for your kids, or it could be harmonic actually as well, although it's a square. Um, the sun here is this is important as well. The sun's conjuncting Chiron, and that brings that's whole wound that is bringing to surface, and this brought into surface, not to hurt but to heal you. And core wound in Aries on your ninth house, so that it can bring vulnerability, honesty, and deep awareness around identity, confidence, past pain. But on your 12th house, ninth house, sorry, um, maybe it's a wound for the search of meaning, in life. It's about your higher learning, about what you explore. It could be related to education. It could be your mind expansion as well, philosophy of life, religions. There might be a wound regarding your religion or your journey in general, or something from another country, long distance. Maybe you moved to another country and there is a wound around that. And on this day, the sun is shining, is lighting up this wound, asking you, be careful, be very mindful, because Thursday, the sun is conjuncting the moon. The sun, my God, is conjuncting Chiron. And the next day, we have the new moon, which I'm going to jump straight away to Friday the 17th. It's the new moon in Aries. But first, before what we have, it's early in the morning. Well, there's a same-sex. I'm not going to talk about that. Let's talk about this new moon. The new moon's going to happen around 3:55 or very close to 4 p.m. here, Dubai time. Okay. And it's new moon is all about new beginnings, it's starting new. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, so it's starting a new cycle. Okay, for you on your ninth house, again, it's about your beliefs, it's about your philosophy in life, it's about maybe it is opening the chance to travel abroad or live abroad or move somewhere else. Then this new moon is sponsored by Chiron. Chiron is conjuncting the new moon. And so it's a wounded rebirth, right? It's a new beginning that asks you to face something raw, either regarding your identity, your courage, rejection, self-worth. Aries is here to Aries is very impulsive, saying go, 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 start. But Chiron is in the back saying, yeah, but you need to heal first. So this can feel tender but exposing as well. Very powerful. It's a very powerful new moon. So you need to know you're gonna feel it, and you might feel the day before with the conjunction between Chiron and the Sun. What is in there that you need to heal? You need to let go, enable to start something new. Okay, my fellow Leo. And then, last but not least, on Saturday, the 18th, now the moon shifts to Taurus. The moon here is very stable, it's slow, wants to be at home, wants to eat good food, wants comfort, wants pleasure. Is in your 10th house, it's about as well your achievement in the world and your career. But she's good here. She's good. There isn't much I'm gonna say about except um yeah, Saturday. Except all, I mean, there is so much going on. I think the thing here is the moon is touching the nodes. Yeah, the south and the north node. So it's a bit of a pull as last week, and when I'll talk about, and when I talk about it as well, that's a nice aspect. But it's when you're thinking about the past and looking to the future and asking yourself, what is that I need to leave behind? Um, you have the South Node here in Virgo in your second house, or it could be too attached to money or being um, greedy or stingy, not greedy, stingy with money. Um, and something that you might let behind. And the moon is might be, you might be questioning what you want for your future with the now North Node in Pisces in your eighth house. That's a lot more about psychology, but the eighth house is also resource money, shared money. Sorry, money that come from other sources than your work. Yeah, so that's what I have for you. That's not big, but it's a nice day in general. The moon in Taurus is very grounded and stable. Before I leave, before I leave you, I'm gonna play one tarot card for the week. Ooh, whoa! Have one already jumping. Oh my God, I had two actually. Oh, the Ten of Cup and the Magician. Okay, I'm gonna take both. All right. Ten of Cup and the Magician. Wow, that's beautiful. So the Ten of Cup is wish fulfillment. Is when is really is like you are with your family, you're happy, you're celebrating, life is good. You close that cycle. Remember, close the cycle. It's funny because then we have number one, the Magician, which is beginning something new. Before the Magician, we have the Fool. Yeah, and that's very much the new moon. The Magician here is giving you have all the tools to start something, to manifest something. And yeah, but before, so I mean, not before, um, you need to heal something, as I said, but the if you use the right tools, you're definitely gonna have this wish fulfillment. It's gonna take you from 1 to 10. Think about this for the week. This is beautiful. It's very family, it's very Venus in Taurus, it's the moon in Taurus as well. Um, it's very lucky. There is cups is emotions, is feelings, and yeah, and manifesting something. You are manifesting something good this week. Let me know later. And one message from the angels. Let's see what the angels have to tell you. Gonna pick one. Number 7, soul purpose, life path, divine guidance, success, alignment, mission, fulfillment. See, that's what I said. Your angels are pleased with your life choices and are letting you know that you are on the right path. Keep up the good work as you are successfully fulfilling your soul's purpose and life mission. That's the card. How can I continue to align my daily actions with my soul purpose and life mission? Today or this week, acknowledge the progress you've made and take a moment to reaffirm your commitment to your soul's true calling, the Magician. That's what I have for you. my fellow Leo, I hope you like this content. If you do, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment as well. As I'm new here, this is all new, and I don't edit any of my videos. It goes with all the mistake. I apologize. English is not my first language, by the way. I'm Brazilian, so sometimes the words are missing. I mess up things, but anyway, it's all done from the depth of my heart. I really hope you enjoy, and that can help you to guide you through the week. And as I said, before, we all you have free will. Okay, it's not that the planets will dictate your life, but those energies are there for you to work with them at your favor. So don't take things in a negative way, or this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, or no, it's the opposite. It's once you are aware of the energies and you feel that, you can actually say, okay, that stop. Maybe today I shouldn't be doing this, or maybe today is a good day for do that. So work with them at your favor. This is all. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye bye.